All right, we're here at 305 East Columbus Avenue in Tampa. Here, in Tampa Heights. This is the Robert E. Lee Elementary School. We have a third alarm fire. At this point, we have everyone accounted for. There are no injuries on the scene. No injuries to firefighters, and we're told that everyone was able to, or that everyone's out of the building. But we had to go into a defensive mode, which means that we can't have firefighters inside due to threats to their safety. So we have aerial units out here, 2 of them that are set up so far, putting water onto the fire. And you can see that fire's coming through the top part of this, what looks like a 3-story brick building. Again, this is a third alarm fire at Robert E. Lee Elementary School. And of course, due to Hurricane Irma, school was not in session today or for the rest of the week. So we don't have reports of any staff or anyone being in there. There shouldn't be. But from what we're hearing, there was no one inside the building, and we have no injuries at the scene to firefighters or anyone else. So I don't know if this was one of the shelters, but what we know is that, or it appears so far that no one was in the building. So of course, once we're able to go in and inspect, we'll find out more, but the primary focus right now is to make sure that we have, that everyone's safe, and to get that fire put out to a point where our firefighters can go in there and continue to find hot spots or anything else that's going on and make sure that that fire gets put out. We already have our investigators here waiting to go in, but at this point, as you can see, it's very difficult. It's very hot where I'm standing, as you can imagine. But again, from what we know, everyone is accounted for. But the school was closed again because school's out for the rest of the week. This is a 3-alarm fire. Okay, I'm seeing someone posting that it is not a shelter. I don't know the validity of that, but based on what we know, no one was inside. And we'll have someone from Hillsborough County Public Schools here shortly. It's obviously a sad end to a week, or actually beginning to a week or weekend where we had Hurricane Irma pass through, relatively unscathed. This is Robert E. Lee Elementary School, as you can see, at 305 East Columbus Avenue, Tampa. Everyone's accounted for. No injuries to firefighters. But it's still an active scene, just to update everyone. We've gone into what's called a defensive mode. We have aerial units up there, trying to get water on that and get it knocked down so that firefighters will be able to go in there and look for hot spots and make sure that the fire is completely put out. But as you can see, right in this area here that the roof is collapsed, so that creates a danger for firefighters. Makes it unstable, so we want to make sure that we get as much water on there as possible to get that fire out. And you know, I'm actually standing in one of the neighbors' yards. I mean, it's right across the street here, so you can definitely feel the heat. These folks, they're good enough to let us park in their yard. But it's really close, but it doesn't look like there's any extensions. So everyone's pretty safe right now, so. These ladder trucks actually hook to the engines and into the hydrants, so they have free-flowing water from the city water system. Thank you, Ms. McGregor. We appreciate it. We will be careful. So far 2 aerial units on it. I'm not sure if they've been able to go around back and put a third, but with a 3-alarm fire, that just means that they add additional apparatus, personnel, to make sure they have enough to fight this fire as quickly as possible. We've had questions about whether or not this was a shelter. I don't believe it was, but that's something I'm sure someone can take a quick look that's listening and find out. But I don't believe that it was, because we're told that most of the shelters were closed at this point anyway. There are only like 3 more that were open, and I don't think that this was one of them. And the folks that were being sheltered had moved to a different shelter anyway. So I don't think that that's one of the shelters. But regardless, we're told that everyone's accounted for and that nobody was inside. So far, it looks like we're getting some good knockdown on those flames. Still got that thick black smoke. With regard to the school, that's something that Hillsborough County Public Schools will address. They've already been notified and they're on their way here. So I'm sure we'll have an answer about that shortly. But the good thing is, if there is a good thing, is that school's not slated to come back into session until Monday, so that will give them time to sort out what they're going to do. Back away on this shot here and try to get you something wider. We have the cannon set up. So far we have engine 9, engine 7, rescue 7, truck 1, rescue 1, engine 1. right, I'm gonna cut away, but I'll come back to it.